Alrighty, we got wild blueberries, and that is a native raspberry. I think I already talked about that. It's just a garden update. This one was alive, this grape, but I don't know, leaves fell off and it's not happy here. That's orange bomb. Hey chickens! Is the other three matching grapes. Newest addition, peach tree, 75% off at Lowe's. Oh, these berry boxes, these are all new. These berry plants are all going to be 3 to 5 feet tall to 3 to 5 feet wide. So there's one there, and they're 4 feet on center from the plants. So they should just start growing into each other but not get too crowded. And there's another berry plant here. I don't know if you can even see these on camera. Hey buddy. There's a little berry plant. There's a little berry plant with one leaf. And there's a berry plant. And then this one has some type of blight or fungus, but we're treating it with neem oil and it is getting better. But one day I came out here and all the leaves are just white, but there's more green than white now, so that's good. And this little berry plant has got new buds, just a few leaves. That's oregano that I gotta find a spot for. Sunflower box. So try to get some sunflowers, get some sunflower seeds for next year, and a bunch of sunflower seeds for the birds. The tricky thing with these is trying not to let the chipmunks dig them up before they sprout. Blueberry here. Decided to move the cherry tree over here, which will put it about 15 feet from that peach tree. I think the other cherry tree is going to go, I think, right here. So that way there'll be a triangle of fruit trees and they won't all be, they'll shade the berries a little bit by not much. There's another honeyberry. And that one's got some new growth. Its top leaves are fading out. There's another honeyberry. And the other honeyberry. And these are our 5 Saskatoon berry trees. Those are going to get planted along the front, probably about 10 or 15 feet in from the road, but where all that area is that I still need to clear out. And the lettuce is doing phenomenal. Carrots are popping up in between them. But yeah, the lettuce is going crazy. And all this stuff with the flowers on it, that's arugula. And these things are doing great. We've been pruning all the suckers off them and training them up the line, and every 2 sets of branches we got a cluster of, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 9 tomatoes on each one. And then these flowers are going to be another 9, and then these flowers are going to be another 9, and it's just going to keep going all the way up to the top, which I think is about 8 feet. And then these guys, these are the yellow pear cherry tomatoes. Same deal with these. But these are doing sets of 6, 6, 6, 6, and 6. And these guys are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it looks like they're 7 or 8 are set. And this was planted 2 weeks after that one, and this was planted, I think, the same time. But we've had a week of gray weather and rainy weather, so the growth has been slow but steady. There hasn't been a lot of sun, but they've been getting plenty of water. All the potatoes are popping up. Time to cover those with hay again. And then these cucumbers, there's 3 cucumber plants on this side, and they're starting to train up this. They're doing it all by themselves, but sometimes I give them a little help. I forget what kind of cucumbers these are. I think they're smaller pickling cucumbers. And then the cucumbers on this side they quit. They punched out and they took their lunch and they went home. They don't want to work this year. But these sweet peas, which were planted at the same time, are starting to come back. Something was funky with the dirt in this. I think there might be too much nutrients. Which the peas love nitrogen, so it makes sense that they're doing. Ooh, there's a pea. But I'm just leaving those cucumber plants just to see what happens, but I think they're going to be a bust. Hey, bunnies. And these are 3 more cherry tomato plants. I forget the variety they were given to me. And amaranth. That gets really tall and the whole plant's edible. All this little stuff all the way down, that spinach. Cauliflower is recovering from a couple of cold nights. Wow, we're actually starting to get cauliflower in there. It's the first time I've actually seen it. That's pretty cool. So cauliflower, spaghetti squash. We had to transplant one of them. This is the rhubarb. And these things were all they looked like dirty yams a week ago. They were just buried because when I dug them up to transplant them from somebody else's house, they were, most of the stalks on them snapped. But it's amazing how quickly, in a week, we got all new rubes. And over here we have ground cherries, Brussels sprouts, 2 more Brussels sprouts, and 3 ground cherries over there. And Lennon, in his excitement, running around the yard, did a 180 running and tore up all the dirt in here, but amazingly he dodged all the plants. And spaghetti squash, and pumpkin or melon. Not sure. Forgot. But this is, whatever that one is, this one isn't. So this one's pumpkin or melon too. This one just went crazy. The other one was in the other corner over here, but was just getting shaded out by these Jurassic Park leaves. And here's our yellow squash. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 of them on there. And here's the zucchini. There's one there, one there, one there, one there, one over here, this one right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. 6, 7, 8. And we've already eaten one off this plant too last week. Strawberries are doing well. They're just really starting to put flowers out everywhere, and every flower will be a berry. We've probably eaten 6 or 7 berries out of here already, and a couple of them bugs or worms have gotten. And what a difference rain makes. I was pretty bummed out early in the year because weeks went by and there was no signs of life from the asparagus. But some of them are almost 3 feet tall now. And I think it was 22 crowns in here. I don't know how many of them actually came through and did their thing, but there's at least 12.5 individual spears growing in here. That's it. We got berries everywhere. Little berries starting in here. Some more little berries down there. Some strawberries there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think most of these would have been berries by now if we didn't have a week of rain. The cabbage is turning into cabbage. which is really cool. I think we're going to try to get some ducks before the end of the year, because these things are getting ravaged by slugs. So I walk the garden a couple times a day picking the slugs off them, but ducks love them. So I don't really have a slug problem. I've got a duck deficiency. Read that in a book about growing stuff, and I thought that was a pretty cool way of looking at it. Yeah, it's our first time growing cabbage. Actually, this is the first time for us growing a lot of this stuff. Asparagus, and then the beefsteaks. For every one of these flowers is going to be a tomato. We're just going to be loaded. I might even have to thin out a lot of this so the get more airflow through the middle so we don't get rot. I already found one tomato hornworm on one of the cherry tomato plants. And then the peas down the end are doing good. They haven't got much taller in the last week, which is weird with all the rain. And I think that's about it. Just walk by the flower beds. Cranberries, blueberries, some really funky wild flowers that we just left. I don't know what they're called. I want to say they're lady slippers or something, but I get a feeling that that's not right. And then our tiger lilies are all blooming. The irises came and went about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I think I missed my opportunity to get those on camera. And more blueberries and wild blueberries. Little strawberries. I think we've gotten 3 runners to drop and turned them into more plants. Get some berries over here. What are you doing to that rooster? What are you doing to that rooster, buddy? Huh? What are you doing to that rooster? You good boy? Come here. Get over here. Come on. Good boy. And the hostas with the purple. And that is also a tiger lily. I learned this week that the domestic ones have those funky leaf patterns and the wild ones don't. Other than a couple of raspberries we planted in here, or one still needs to be planted. That's the white black raspberry. It still hasn't found a home yet. I can't wait. I'm eating a couple. Alrighty, that is it for now.